For 5 years, I've played Minecraft. I've completed some of the most elaborate, amazing builds you can find on the console, from crazy, massive universities to very intricate minigames. But I had to start somewhere. And that brings us here, back in my very first world that I ever created in Minecraft. Now this world, we are at 0-0 right now. This world, as fun as it is, it was created on March 1st, 2011 or 2012. I think it was 2012, actually. So Minecraft had come out on the Xbox 360, and I'd finally decided it was time for me to have an Xbox 360, and this was the first game that I ever got in Minecraft. As you can see off in the distance, we've got a few things here. We're gonna go through all of that. But we are not going to start off with these builds, because these builds came on later on in the world when I had kind of gotten better at Minecraft. We are going to go to my very first build ever. And no, it's not all this. This is... So a funny story is I used to play this game with my kids all the time. I would come in and build because I was really interested in the whole aspect of building in Minecraft. My kids, on the other hand, particularly my son, liked to grief. He was a big griefer. So that's pretty much what all the lava, every time you see the lava pits and stuff, pretty much my son, Petey, he would just put some villagers down and then put a bucket of lava up really high and just watch it flow down and kill them all off. So, yeah, so that's the thing. Alright, so the kind of premise of this was when I first started playing Minecraft, I originally played this game in survival. And playing it in survival was fun, but I really wanted to, like, express my creativity, because I got Minecraft to actually start building. And I just found out that we could actually play in creative, which meant that we could, you know, have unlimited blocks and not ever die and stuff like that. So that's what I did. I moved to creative, and I built my very first, well, you guessed it, a castle. I mean, yeah, come on, it's like either a dirt block or a castle, and I did a castle. So this is it. This is the very first build that I ever created in any version of Minecraft. This one right here. It was kind of like your cliche castle. Like, there's just, yeah, there's not much to it. In fact, it's still unrealistic. It's not really, like, what's the big thing up there? What is with that? So let's go ahead and just take a look in here. We're going to go in here. We're going to press this. And nothing happens. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, so yeah, and wow, I still had the issue that I had back when I first started. So yeah, I kind of wanted this castle to be like an all-in-one thing. So it had like a farm up here, I had a whole bunch of chickens and stuff, and then you would come up here, and you could see like a lookout tower and stuff, which is kind of cool, you know, you could kind of look out and fend off the enemies that I totally didn't have at all, and it was a good time. It was a fun time. And then I don't really know what this part is. It's kind of weird, actually, because I wanted this to be like a base of some sort. So I got really into digging in Minecraft, because obviously in Minecraft there's a lot of things involved with digging and stuff. So the castle itself was a facade. The real cool stuff was actually on the bottom. And apparently, there we go. I don't know what thing's going on. It happens near this lava pit. So if you're over there, you can totally see in here, which is kind of interesting. But you can't get in here unless you're, I don't know, get rid of the lava, which I didn't think about at the time. I also have an M here for Mr. Night. I don't know. This is weird. And all the walls are made out of iron. Like, and then we have a lava wall and stuff. Down here's like the kitchen area. You know, it wasn't bad. I mean, there's definitely worse builds. Like, look, the ceiling's made of gold blocks. I mean, you can definitely tell this was in creative. And then this is like the bedroom, and I broke the bed. Good job. And then down here it was originally supposed to be like a safe room, but it quickly became a hub, a train station to my world. So there's a lot of different train tracks, and this is probably the biggest undertaking I've ever made with digging and minecart systems and stuff like that. So it's a train station that goes all over the world, and there's a lot of different places you can go. I'll show you a little bit later. But two of them are end of the line. These actually go to the train station that'll go off that way. They both go to my beach house and to my real house in Minecraft. So when I first started, I was living in a house, and I actually built that house in Minecraft. I'll show you that a little bit later. But then all of this stuff is there, and then I believe this is like a room, it's just a chest room and stuff. I think there was like a trick of some sort. I think it's closed off right now, but there's a way to get up there to the most valuable... There's a way to get up there to like the most valuable chests and stuff like that up there, as well as a dog that's apparently guarding it, but I don't remember. It might actually be if I break this. There it is. So there's a way to do this. You got to come in here and you pull down the lever, it opens up, and then you come up here. I was doing a lot of a lot of experimenting with redstone and stuff at the time. So that's pretty much that. The other cool thing about these maps and stuff is I liked a lot of booby traps and stuff, and that was kind of like my favorite thing to do in Minecraft. I'm just gonna break all this stuff, I'm not saving anyway. So there was like a lot of weird hidden tunnels leading to different places and stuff. And if we come over here, I'll show you one of them, and it actually leads all the way to my hidden Skyfort area. So I imagine myself like fighting off an epic battle and then having to retreat and run away. So I kind of came out here to this ravine and stuff, and this is like a retreat area, and then you come running off over here, and then you can see like, I don't know, it's a bridge underwater. Oh, and that's totally not filled up. That's weird. Okay. And so then it comes over here, bridges is over here, and then you can kind of just run around. That's a lot of my time in Minecraft. It was spent doing like weird stuff like this. Like I didn't really have any buildings. I wasn't really that great at building. I was very much so like working with the way of the land and making these little secret tunnel passageways to these weird hidden rooms and safe rooms and stuff like that for when I would have the epic battle that I absolutely never had. So this is like a whole nother area pretty much. This is like my safe room, my safe party room and stuff, so to speak. And then it was actually held in here. Now I still like this little thing. It's like a little hallway. This is like when I first found out I could do diagonal. I don't know, this is just a weird thing. And then all of this is actually done underwater. You can kind of see if we go down here, there's another train tracks, which actually leads to the Nether, which I called the underworld. But then all this, I believe, just goes out. And like I just hand broke all this stuff out. And it was just, I don't know, it was therapeutic. There was a lot of, whenever I couldn't build in Minecraft, like there was just a lot of stuff that I wanted to do and couldn't really do, so I kind of just broke a lot of things. And it was very nice to learn Minecraft and stuff. So let's go back to the train station, and I'll show you kind of what the world came to be. Now, this was just like the very first thing that I ever did in Minecraft. So let's go ahead and show you the second thing that I ever did in Minecraft, and that was what actually started the whole train station. Let's see if I can get in this, and we will just go to the Skyfort. Now, the Skyfort quickly became one of my favorite builds. At the time, it was all I could handle to do, so it wasn't very great. You can definitely see that it looks like a noob made it. I also had a lot of fun with the minecarts and stuff. But here we are, this is the Skyfort. And so, yeah, like pretty much everything that I built in this world is all linked up via minecart, because at the time there wasn't really much running you could do, and minecarts were extremely fast. Now they've updated it since then to make minecarts a lot slower, but minecart used to be very quick. And keep in mind, when I was like first doing creative, I didn't know that you could double tap and like super fly, so I was doing everything like this. Like walking. Like everywhere I went in the world, it's just this right here. This is how I got places. But this is my Skyfort, and it's very obnoxious, okay? It's, as you can see, I built it on the tallest mountain that you could do at the time. You could basically come up here. You could walk the old way around. This is my first little like booby trap that I ever made with redstone. As you can see, it's not very good. I don't really know even how it works. It's kind of confusing. Now, the thing is, like, you can come up here and walk around and stuff, but you kind of walk around and just walk away. You can come through here, go through the waterfall and stuff like that, and then just make your way up to the Skyfort. And as you can see, it looks kind of cool. There's like little things here and there that's really cool. And then you come to the fiery pits of death and stuff like that. And then you come to the front entrance, and the whole thing is made out of obsidian, and it's just, this was the world height when I first got this game. Like, you couldn't go past this point. And I was really sad, actually, because I've put these on fire, and then I couldn't break them off of fire. So it just kind of like got stuck right there, and I didn't really mean to do it with the whole fire and everything. So yeah, like it was just something I kind of dealt with at the time, but they've since, I think, done it like double, since like 256. At the time it was only like 128, so that's how old this world is. So you come in here, the very first obnoxious thing you see is the glowstone ceiling, which is everywhere. And I don't know, I kind of like it. It's cool, it's hip. This guy likes it too. I don't know what this is. This is new. This is something my son or my daughter must have done. Maybe trapped they were probably playing in the world together and then trapped somebody in there, took away privileges so they couldn't get out or something. Here's a bedroom. Great, fun, wonderful. And then over here, it was like where we go down to go back to the minecart and stuff. So if we go back down here, there's, like I said, there's the train station that leads back to the main hub and stuff. But there's also another little secret area. Oh, you almost got me today, creeper. So over here I have like a whole bunch of pressure plates, and like any Joe Schmo comes up in here is like, why is there a lot of pressure plates? And what they don't know is if you press on a certain one, it opens up a whole new track. And there's not a thing. There we go. Whee! Look how far down it goes. Oh my goodness. Okay, alright. We're not gonna be bothered with all that. Let's see if we can beat the minecart. See if we can beat the minecart. No! Alright, here we go, here we go. We're gonna go in here. And this actually goes to like the very, very corner of the map. So we just kind of keep going this way. Like, as you can see, this thing just goes forever. I mean, this just gives you an idea. Remember, like, I cut all this out of stone. Like, it was, yeah, it was pretty crazy. And then you come over here, and boom! There we go! And then you come up here. Oh, wait. There's actually a secret. Look, it looks like it's just a random room, you know, with black and dark and things. But you come in here, and press on that, and it opens it up. Wow, that was rude. And then... Okay, you get the point. You get the point. It didn't really work. But it's basically like it's a thing that goes all the way up. So you kind of come in here, you go around, and you come in here, and there's a reason that I did this, okay? Like, there's a reason that this looks like it does. It's really interesting. Like, I got really into trying to, like, hide the glowstone a little bit to give it that little ambient lighting like you see in, like, movie theaters and stuff. That was kind of the goal of that. But the other reason that I liked doing it, why does this end? What the heck? Okay, then you come out here. I don't even remember how to do, like, any of this stuff. Like, it's been so long since I've been in this world. Okay, so you press that. You open... My goodness. Alright, forget it. Done. As you can see, it comes out here. So when you walk into this room, which you'll know where this room is in a minute. You walk into this room, you think, oh! Wow, look at this really dark room. And then you fall and it's... Ah! And, that is, like... a gamer call sign that I used to have. Yeah, I don't know. Just this was years before I even did YouTube and stuff. And then out here, of course, you have more redstone and things that are closing off things and opening up. I think that actually opens up something. Oh, it opens up the secret room. Oh, so like, yeah, this is just more me getting into redstone. So this was like an arcade area. So you have an arcade machine there. You have a little bow thing over here, and you come down here, you hit the target, but it's not just any target, no siree. You click it, and it opens up a secret passage, and that secret passage leads you to here, which is a more obnoxiousness. You get the whole idea of this whole map. Like, it's just more, like, I couldn't build very well, and I know I couldn't build well, so I instead made a whole bunch of, like, really cool traps and things and such. However, I did get really interested in building, like, modern style houses, and so this was like my first modern house that I ever made in Minecraft. And it's way, like, if we look at the map, like, I am in the very far corner over here. We're so far away from spawn. So it was like this little island that I found, and I just had to use it, and I built this little thing. I built a ship, you know, and so you come in here, And it has like its own downstairs. It has a TV, couch, things like that. This actually goes back down to that one level where you were at before. There is a way to hide it. I believe it's this right here, and then it's hidden. So, yeah, I wasn't very good at hiding redstone then. But this is a kitchen, and then I believe this goes upstairs to the master bedroom, which is only a one-bedroom house. So you get the idea. So yeah, that's pretty much this. I don't understand why these things don't open right away when I tell them to. So that's like this little area, and then like that's all swamplands and stuff, which I never built in. So let's go ahead and show you the third thing that I've actually built in this world. Alright, so here we are back at the train station. Good. This, like I said, this is the heart of the entire map, and it all falls in within my very first build. So, after building the Sky Fort, I decided to venture the other way. And so I started making my way to, I guess, another area, and I built a track all the way to it. I don't know why, to this day, why I went so far. But, like, I've made this entire thing, this thing right here, this track system that goes through the entire world, probably ended up making me spend about 3-4 months in Minecraft just digging, making this track. It was very, like I said, I used to just love breaking things and stuff. So you can do it. Oh yes, and we're about to breach land. It's land time. And you can kind of see them out in the distance, the other section that we're about to go to. And yeah, I know it looks a little bit different. So one like weird interesting thing is this game is so old that it doesn't actually work on Xbox anymore. So luckily I saved it a long time ago to be like on a world just to back up because I was having some hard drive issues, and so I saved it on my computer and I converted it, so now I have it forever. It works on the PC version, but it doesn't work on the Xbox version anymore. This was all built on Xbox, but it doesn't work on Xbox anymore. But this is it. This is much more me just riding around here. I found a ravine and I exploited the ravine and stuff. But you could just see, like, I don't know. This is like when I first found out that you could get an achievement by riding in a minecart. The problem was I didn't realize at the time you had to be in survival to actually ride it. So I actually create a whole new world where I just build like a huge long tunnel and stuff. And I'll show you that world at another time. But for now, I need to show you this one. And this is the first world, but it was done in creative. I'll show you the first world that I built at another time, which is in survival. So we're here. As you can see, it's like another little train stop and stuff. So here we go. This is it. And we are at my beach house. And yeah, okay, you can kind of see it's not so much a beach anymore. Back about 3 years ago, Minecraft introduced the jungle biomes. And when they did that, it actually shifted a lot of the biomes from what they were to what they currently are now. And so what used to be a beach house is now in like a snowy land. So every time it starts to snow, I wonder if we can do weather clear. Hang on. Okay, yeah, so weather, rain. Every time it does it, oh, it's raining here. Interesting. Weather, snow. Okay, anyway. Weather clear. I don't know, and change back to normal in this one. It's just really weird. But yeah, so I had a little bit of a change, and it caused some issues. So here's my super secret way into the tunnel. This is what it's supposed to be. This is defenses up, okay? You can't get in when the defenses are up. I'm so bad at hiding redstone nowadays. Like back then, it was like I was really interested in redstone, but I couldn't be bothered to actually like hide it. So you can see like, oh, where do we go from here? We're totally lost. Oh, what's this do? Oh, yeah, there we go. You can see, but it's weird why you get in this place because there's not an actual entrance. You have to go all the way down to come all the way back up. And so you come in on the bottom floor of a swimming pool with a little area in the middle for a hot tub. And you have a party there, and yeah, so that's that. And then you come up here. This is like I don't know, I call this like my glass house because I pretty much built the entire thing out of glass. The ceiling's out of glass. It's out of diamond blocks nonetheless. The floor is out of glass. Yeah, you get the idea. So like here's the kitchen, and then I go over here, like here's like a lookout area. This is like my first like spiral staircase thing that I ever did in Minecraft. And it comes up here to like a little lookout area, bed, I don't know. This is again like if I'm hanging on my beach house and I need to go into attack fort mode, they can totally do that. So then that's this. You can come back down here. As you can see, there's like a little sitting area with the TV, and that's my TV. And then over here was like it was like a soul sand trap. It was like a jail for, I don't know, I mean, every beach house needs a jail in my opinion. And then I believe there was like some beds somewhere. It was weird because you had to like go behind the TV, go up here to the side. Here's another stove kitchen area. This was kind of cool at the time, I liked. It was like a floor, but it was like a glass, so you could totally see like everywhere, like down. There was no limitations and stuff. I was in love with that little area right there. I believe also there's a little spot out here which takes you to the barbecue pit area, and that's pretty much it with this one. That's it's not anything special. What is a little special is the next build I'm going to show you. And the next build is like when I really started getting into building. And you can kind of see it. I mean, it doesn't look like much out of that from the outside. I made it for my son. Now, this was like a huge tower, has multiple floors in it, and I called it my Eli building because that's his name. His name is Eli. He goes by PD now, you know, but yeah, that's what it is. But we can come in here, we can go take a look at it. I built this entirely for him. So if we come down here, we'll go to this, and we'll just continue on our way. Like I told you, man, I did train stations everywhere we went. And so, there we go. Now this should update here in just a second, start going a lot faster. Yay! The really interesting thing is, I'm gonna see what all redstone is broken, because this one is very much so like redstone oriented, this tower. This is like when I started getting a little bit better at redstone, I started tackling this project altogether. And this was like when my son got really into playing Minecraft, and he wanted to do some like stuff on his own, but he wasn't like ready to build or anything yet, so he wanted me to do it. So the first thing, which is I found really cool, is the little secret passageway up there. Now this little thing closes it off. It makes it look like it's just a dead end and that there's no way up there, but this is that hides it. I mean, it's well hidden. Like it's right there, obviously, but you can put easily like a painting behind it or something, and then nobody would ever know. So then up here you got another one. Now this one I think closes that off. No, it doesn't. I have no idea what that. I have no idea what that lever does. Oh, okay. All right. So it does that. It does the. Yeah, it's like it hides for when things are broken. So what's really cool, my elevator's out of order. So yeah, this one actually featured an elevator, a redstone elevator. What also it featured was a. Here, let's do it real quick. Let's see if I can do that. Like a little secret button, but it had like a combination. So if you didn't have the right combination, it wasn't gonna open. Let's see. Was it this one? Was that the right combination? Maybe it was down, up, down. There we go. Yeah, so if it wasn't the right combination, then it wasn't gonna open. So this is like my very first, like, really getting into redstone and stuff. That's what I started doing. This building is like a modern marvel. So we press to call the elevator, and it looks like it starts to do things. But like I said, obviously, it's like not... Well, it might be working. Let's try it. Let's see if it works. If it works, I'm gonna be really happy. Oh, wait. Maybe I have to... I think I have to put... Let's see, what is this? Is that a piston? Okay, I think I have to put pistons, like, up. Like... Oh my gosh. Up. There we go. Alright, let's see if this works. Oh! Oh! No, it didn't work. Now I'm stuck. No, I'm stuck in the elevator. Death by elevator. So yeah, it used to work, but now it doesn't. So now that the elevator is out of order, we had to make another way up, which is this way right here. So, yeah, so that's how you get up there usually. But with that being broken and stuff, that's how we get up here now. So I don't actually know where that goes. Where does this go? Oh, okay. So yeah, so now we're in like the very under part of the building. We're making our way up into this little area, which is the lobby of the Hotel de Eli, which is what we named this. So yeah, it's not a down elevator. It was only an up elevator. That was the other kicker. Oh gosh, I'm about to die. So yeah, but that's how you would get in usually. Now going upstairs, you'll start to see a lot better builds. I mean, minus the weird color scheme and the blue and the I don't know, like looking back at it now, it's like really bad. But here we go. You can see the water. This is the cabinets, and then this is like a fridge, which actually did have some stuff in it. So you would like press this and you could do it. So you could like press it and then that would open up and fire something out, and then you could cook it, or you could do that and leave it open and stuff if you wanted to restock it, which I kind of used in some other builds. This is like a pantry area where we store foods. And then this little area right here is where we have the fireplace and stuff like that. So you can come up here. Now this is where it gets kind of weird. It's gonna start getting really weird here in a minute. But this is like a little area. Here's another jail because no house is complete without a jail. Here's the bathroom with a weird looking, I don't understand that door. So the bathroom's kind of big. We do have like hot and cold water. There's hot water, there's the cold water. You get the idea. We also have a potty. There's a potty right there. You can flush it, you know, and then that comes up. I think that's supposed to be a sink, maybe. I don't actually know what that is. I'm not sure. That might be something my son built and then didn't tell me about it. This is also like a little bench area where you can hang out. Supposed to be able to like hold it like that, and it looks like a little fold down table. And then that's of course like a lamp and stuff. So yeah, you can kind of see. We're gonna go up here. I do not know what all this stuff is. I think my son like added some stuff in here. And then through here is my son's farm. It says, please leave the animals alone. It doesn't want anybody, but it has like its own barn. You know, it has like a farm inside a building. The other cool thing is you come in here and it hides like the treasure room. And that's the treasure room right there. Nobody knows what this lever is right there. And then also, there's no way like, I mean, obviously we gave it away, but there's like no way up. And so we click that little lever right there and it allows you to get up in here. And then this is where things get really interesting because we've got like a whole modern open floor plan scheme. We got like a waterfall coming down. You can come over here. You can go up to the top floor and stuff. Where you have like a seating area, you've got another fridge, you've got like it's like a little terrace area where you can go and walk over a little mini waterfall. This actually looks really cool. Like I still to this day like this area right here. I mean, obviously the blue and the iron is kind of weird, but minus that, it looks really, really nice. And then over here you've got like a huge balcony, a huge seating area. I know that's supposed to be a grill. I don't know why it looks like it does. But yeah, and you can see like this is like at the world end. So all of that is new PC territory that just got built in. Looks like we've got a little bit of a fighter jet over here. That was my first build as a fighter jet. It's not too bad. You know, there's worse things. There's my son. He got bored waiting for me to do things. And so he, he decided to make his own landscaping and stuff. But yeah, this is pretty much this area. And then like any other place, you know, it wouldn't be without if we didn't have like an escape route. So this is like the library area, but if you come in here, if we're in a bind, we can come over here and we can sit right here and we go woof and then fall all the way down this side of the water, and that will go into the water, which is now ice because of the biome change. So yeah, that's pretty much his tower. Now I'm going to take you to a couple of other places real quick. And just east of that, you come to the very first town that we kind of built. And this is like a town that me and my son really tag teamed and stuff. So it started with this like hotel building sort of. And then they updated Minecraft to the point where we had a 256 block high, and I wanted to test that out. So I built a huge tower going all the way up to the top. It took ages to build. And then we built a little barn out here. That we house things in, which isn't too bad. And then my son kind of took it upon himself to start building buildings. You can see which ones, like I built this one right here. I think this is like a giant fish tank room. There was at one time some fish in there, but now they've all got disappeared. And then this is like my son's first build and stuff that he's done. And then right here is like my first, it's like I don't know, it's like a little cottage area. There's not too much to it, but you can definitely see some things going on in there. And then there's like a little well. But the cool thing is, like, this is like a huge hotel area. So there's a lot of things in this. First thing you got here is a bank area, which there's a lot of diamonds and gold and stuff here. Here's the hotel part with the pool in the back, which I think actually looks pretty cool still. I actually like the little oasis area. And then back here you of course have, you know, like rooms and stuff that you can do some sleeping and all that kind of things. And then we also had like a little mini zoo. They first introduced ocelots in here, which that's not an ocelot. Wait a minute. Okay, somebody stole the ocelots and replaced it with a cow. Alright, anyway, yeah, so we first introduced ocelots, I put it in here. You can kind of see like this world change as they introduce new things. So there's also like this bank area and stuff. You can close the door, nobody can get in. You can be a teller. Hello, how are you doing? And then I believe there was like a way to, yeah, so if you hit that and then you got into like a chest, let's see if I can get the lever here. If we get that and then mark it down and then that down. I marked them with the cracked stone. If you had to get the lever, place it, it's like a key, and then you'd be able to go down into the vault. And the vault has a Steve head watching over, and then of course like a whole bunch of diamonds and stuff in here. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Like I said, like I really started getting into the whole redstone things. I mean, obviously I've gotten way more advanced than I was then, but you get the idea. And then down here is like one of the most proudest doors I had for the longest time. So I think there's a way to open it. There you go. So that's how you close and open the door. It looks insane, but it opens up into, yes, of course, another jail. Look, man, I like my jails. Leave me alone. Then up here was like a food court area. And then I believe there was like another area somewhere else. Like a secret area almost. Ah, here we go. If we go in here. Oh, it doesn't work anymore. That's interesting. Oh, I have to do both apparently. There we go. And then it goes in here, and then that goes into the nether, which I don't really know what's in there. So the other cool thing is if you come in here, you can actually go all the way up to the top via this ladder in one of the columns to go up to the tower, which I thought was really cool because like integrated from the outside, the tower looks insanely, you know, well built and stuff like it's just a tower, goes straight up. But I made it purposely 9 wide so I could put one of the things hollow so I could get in there. So like I really tried to think about this. And I think there's like little things that we're passing here. But this is the top of the tower. Well, this is the top of the tower, and you can oversee like everything. I wonder if I see my house from here. Can I see my house from here? I think I can. I think that's it right there, actually. That is it. That is my house. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So yeah, this is kind of cool. But another cool thing is it also had this little section here, which a lot of people are like, well, what is this? What does this little thing do? So there's 2 things that I want to show you up here. One is, I believe this actually goes down into the penthouse, which is like it was like my private quarters for the longest time. This is where I slept. This is where I hung my hat. This is where I did a lot of cool things. And my son was like down below building and stuff. Had a pretty cool view and stuff as well. But then you kind of come out here if you want to come down. Obviously, I didn't like going down the ladder. So if you come out here, and as you can see, like as you come out, it opens it up and it makes it to where you can only go out this one little block right here, unless of course you jump. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk straight out, and then we're going to fall. I don't know what happens. And then we fall, and then we go in the water. And at the time, another weird thing with Minecraft at the time was fall damage was still a thing. Like if you couldn't just fall into like a 1x1 water. Like it had to be deep. And if it wasn't deep enough, you could still fall to your death even though you landed in water. So I had to like make it really deep. So it comes out here, and then it comes out to this little area, which I believe just takes me out to the desert. And there we go. So there, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so now we can see this is the other way, the other minecart track, which takes us all the way to, it takes us past the village, that's what it was, to my house. This is the actual house that I had, that I first lived in when I first started playing Minecraft. It's pretty basic, you know, you got some windows over here. I'm not really sure why it's signs instead of windows. Surely not. Surely we had glass at that time. I don't know what happened. Maybe my son broke a window. Yeah, my son must have broken a window. So this was the front door. You walk in here, and then this is like my living room area. And then there's like a fish tank. This is like my furniture. Like I'll even laid out the furniture to how I had it. And this is what it looked like. So there was a couch, there's a TV, there's a fish tank, there's a chair. And then in here was the kitchen and stuff. We had a dining room table there. And then over here was like the master bedroom. And that's where like a master bathroom, closets and stuff like that. And then over here was like the kids' bedroom. So this is my daughter's bedroom. And then this is my son's bedroom and stuff like that. He had a bunk bed. I think he still actually has the bunk bed that he had there. So yeah, you get the idea. Like I built the whole thing. And then this is like our backyard. This is like actually what our backyard looked like at the time. Like it's really weird because if you've ever built your house in Minecraft and then you move out of that house, like I can see everything like popping back up. Like the build itself is not that great, but like I could still see the house because of this build and stuff. And then there's more of my son raining down the gods of Minecraft over the poor unsuspecting village. So yeah, this is pretty much the point where I was like, okay, I've done my creative juices. I've done everything Minecraft creative has to offer. I'm ready to try survival. But before we did that, I actually have one other build that I want to show you. This is the last build I've actually did in this world before I completely just started another one and just completely forgot about this one. So let's go ahead and show you that. So do you remember this place? How could you forget? So yeah, if you come out here, this is like the back patio. I didn't show you the back patio earlier because, well, it overlooks the massive cruise ship that I started to build by myself. I really got into like a cruise ship type of mood, so I decided to go after it and do it, and this is kind of what it was. And this was a massive, massive undertaking to try to do. And then as you can see down there, there's like a little underground water tunnel. That underground water tunnel actually leads to the underworld. So if you look over there, in that little area right there, there is like a little cave of sorts, and it goes all the way down to the very bottom of the world, and that's where the nether is, and that's how I got into the nether from there. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna actually take you to the cruise ship now, but we're gonna go an interesting way. So you know how I like my escape routes and stuff. If you're running away from somebody and you're like, oh my gosh, they're gonna get me, if you come into the 1, 2, 3, I think it's the third one. The third one. There we go. The third one actually takes you down a secret little area where you can escape. Yeah, see, I'm good like that. It all looked like it was a facade, but it wasn't. There was actually a purpose to it. And then we come down here, we jump, we fall straight down. Oh, wait, I think I found it. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. And so then this takes you back out to this area, which you've obviously seen before, and that's how you access the underground tunnel. I think I can actually, let me show you the tunnel real quick. Yeah, then we come back here. This is where you've seen this little area before, but you can see it's I don't know, it's it's weird. This is just a weird map. It was just a weird map. I wasn't very good at building, and doing this was actually incredibly difficult because at the time we didn't have sponges. And so you couldn't just like fill this whole thing and then sponge it all out. Like you had to actually like place all the blocks around and then fill the whole thing with blocks to get rid of the water, or use buckets or something like that. And then of course you were going to be able to fill it up and then break everything, and you would have that tunnel. And that's kind of how that happened. But then we come out here, come out to Mushroom Island, and there you go. And then going down to that little section right there, all the way down, is where the underworld is. So this is the cruise ship. This is the last thing that I built in this world. You know, this is out of everything in here, I was really, really proud of this. Now, obviously these days I could probably do a little bit better. The front looks, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it definitely needs a little bit more help than what it is. I mean, the side looks okay, but it still needs, like, I needed to round it off down here, and I didn't do that. Now, on this side, you can see that I don't have the awning and stuff over here, but this side I do. So, originally, I wasn't going to do this whole, like, little awning section, but I decided afterwards that I needed to add it because it just looked weird. So, a few things about this ship. You know, as you can see, there's a helicopter pad because no cruise ship is fine without it. You know, you gotta have one of those. This is the captain's area where you can sit up here and drive the boat into a massive waterfall, which apparently my kids have done, as well as whatever that is way over there. I didn't build any of that though. So then you come down here, there's like a little deck area. And I believe if you go down further, there's like the galley area, and this is where, you know, like all the restaurants and stuff would be. This little colorful wall right here actually exposes a movie theater, which if we come in here, you can definitely see, if we come around this way, a giant movie theater inside the bow of the ship. And then I think right there is like the screening room or something where all the stuff is. Then over here, I believe, is like the kiosks and stuff where you can purchase things like information desks and stuff. There's one on each side. At the very top, I'll show you, this is like the galley or whatever you want to call it, like the hangout spot. And then up above is like this swimming pool. So it's like a glass swimming pool, and anybody in this little area can look up and see people swimming. I thought that was really cool. And then all of these are rooms. Like every single one of these rooms are done. Well, at least made. I think I like filled up like half of them, and then I got bored because it was just like basically the same thing over and over again. Maybe it wasn't this floor. Maybe it was the other floor. Like I had multiple floors. That is my daughter's special room. She had like her own wing. So I think, I don't know if we can go further down. No, this is the bottom level. Okay, so this is where the submarine is. Yeah, what? Your cruise ship don't have a submarine? Well, mine does. Mine has a submarine just hanging out underneath the boat. This is the submarine. This is our escape pod for when the submarine goes down and stuff. This is how we get out. So yeah, there we go. Oh my gosh. And so then you have this level right here, which I believe was, I'm not really sure what this area was supposed to be. I know this was supposed to be like another seating area, maybe for other things and stuff. That wasn't supposed to be there. I actually just broke all that. And then this is like another pool up there. It's just really weird. I don't know. Like, I didn't finish all this at all. I think if we come over here, this is like a basketball court area, which isn't too bad. You know, that's not bad. I could totally dunk on this, man. Boom. Did it. What? And then out here is the balconies and stuff. So it's, you know, it's like a work in progress, but obviously you see it's not finished because, well, I got to a point where it was just too much. I was just so bored. I got so bored doing all this stuff. So this is when I decided it was time for me to do a survival world. And that was the last time I was in this world. That's the last time I did anything. Oh, with the smokestacks, you can see like smoke actually coming out. And that's because there's fire and stuff right there. So I thought that was a cool effect. And then here is the swimming pool. And you get the idea. So it has like high dives and stuff. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully you did enjoy this little trip down memory lane. I know this is like done back in like 2012 before YouTube was even on my mind at all. Obviously I've gotten a lot of practice and stuff in the meantime. So, but it's nice to see like where builders and stuff first started. And this is where I first started. So if these builds look like what you're doing now, obviously you can put in a lot of work, a lot of practice, and get to where we are nowadays, which is, you know, in a build team and stuff like that. So hopefully you did enjoy this long one-off video. You know, at another video when I have some time, I will definitely, you know, show you the survival world that I did, which is also, it's very inspired by a certain YouTuber, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to figure out who that YouTuber is. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you are new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. We are gonna be playing some more Minecraft and Roblox. This is a great place for both of those. But until next time, stay foxy, everybody. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.